Welcome back to Wall Street Confidential ahead of the very long-awaited jobs report, which is out later this week, talking about how we did in December and in 2007 for some action ahead of this very, I think, vital report.
Oh,
Jim
I agree
Cramer.
with you.
I mean, arguably, you could say the job market was the one of the few bright spots in the economy in 2007.
Right. I think this Fed is a very immature, other than the Treasury auction, very uncreative Fed. And given the immaturity and the non-creativity, I think what they will look at is this jobs number. That the only time that they really reacted to anything, not certainly any of the losses or home building or subprime, they've not expressed no interest. In part, I think, because they really encouraged subprime the Fed was behind subprime. There's just no two ways about that. But if you look at what the Federal Reserve genuinely fears, it's the idea that we get unemployment, which then would make it so all of their models will signify a recession. They're very single-minded on this. They don't look at anything else other than job growth. So if you see job growth, you're going to have to sell the stock market. Now, what you'll have to sell is the stuff that's working, which is healthcare, healthcare cost containment. You'll maybe have to sell oil, maybe have to sell gas, just on a trade basis. Because what will happen, and it's certainly sell. So when you see a weak job number, that's going to frighten and panic the Fed. So people buy home builders on it. And they shouldn't, but they will. And they'll buy banks and they'll buy savings and loan. That's the only thing these guys care about. And what I marvel about is that such a static view of what's really going on. We have a genuine deflation going on, which is when you crunch $100 billion in debt on the way to maybe $400 billion in debt, you simply should not be looking at the jobs number at all. But they take great solace in jobs, which have produced, by the way, some degree of growth, but nowhere near as much as to offset what's occurred in the last 3 months where lending has just declined to the consumer because you can't get a down payment.
I mean, think about it. When we're upset, we shop. When we're happy, we shop. But if we don't have a job, we're not shopping, right?
Right. Well, no, look, I'm not underestimating the jobs. I am saying that if you get a strong job number, then everybody who's betting on Fed ease to be able to turn around the economy and is going to be disappointed because you could have tremendous job growth here and go into 1% GDP. Why? Because what we're up against with this job growth number is that there frankly we see a lot of layoffs in one particular area. See, it's all financial. Financial is not going to get bailed out by the Fed. The rest of the economy is good. If you think that financial includes autos and housing, you're talking about maybe 40% of the economy. But there's 60% of the economy that is roaring. Why? Because of export. So I think jobs are a false tell, but it's what the Fed cares about. So it really doesn't matter that I think it's a false tell.
Okay, thanks so much, Jim Cramer.
You.
Take note. The jobs report is this Friday. We'll keep you posted ahead of that. Thanks a lot. This is Wall Street Confidential. Stay tuned.